Leffen is right next to Zain
No, dude, and it's been this
the
way.
entire
It's
weekend.
literally been this way since like
adorable.
2017. Even when Zain wasn't number
Yeah.
one, it was so funny because you'd go to Summit and Zain and Leffen would be. It was funny. They were like, I don't know. They'd be joined at the hip at some of these Smash Summits. Like,
Yeah.
I remember. I mean, what, it was Smash Summit like 8, 7,
Yeah.
and we'd be watching movies, you know, in the room, and it was always. There's always these two. They've always had this connection, and so I think they've just got a huge amount of respect for each other.
Yeah, as competitors, as friends, you know, they're
Yeah.
like besties.
I mean,
Smash
shout-outs to
besties.
Radar on commentary. I heard him mentioning, and it's very true. You want to talk about people who picked up a character just for one person.
That's
Armada
right.
kind of did that with Youngling, right, for Hungry Box.
Mhm.
And honestly speaking, Leffen kind of did that for Zain with Sheik.
Aw.
I mean, this Sheik counterpick really was for one person. I mean, he honed this character, spent hours and hours and hours for weeks, months, and I think even years on end at this point, for one person.
Just with Zain on his
Just
mind.
to beat Zain.
It's so romantic.
It is a what, put it that way. I guess it is. I guess it is, Fish. I guess it is. It's like when it's like that one summer that I learned Fox so I could wave shine you across FD.
Aww. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, it's just really nice to see these two players come together right at the end here for the grand finals here at Battle of BC. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a really good set. If the winner's set was any indication, this is gonna be a really
It's going to
nice
be
grand
wild,
finals.
but, you know, this has been a little bit of a thorn in Zayn's side lately, just Sheik in general, right? Some of his most recent wins have been to Sheik, Plub, J-Mook, and honestly Leffen, who might be even the most prepared for the Marth matchup out of all the Sheiks.
That's right.
This is definitely the matchup that Zayn's been struggling with quite a bit as of late, so... Okay, the needles are not going to connect, but the thing is, even though the needles didn't hit, they forced Zayn to go into an earlier side B than he wanted to do, which took away the last kind of recovery option that he really had to get around the edge hog. So,
Man, and just
layers on layers here.
yeah, definitely layers on layers, and it's also interesting to see someone out dash dance Zain, right? Like the way that Leffen got that particular grab just now was kind of beating out Zayn's dash back. So cool.
Oh,
Okay.
what a scoop with that down tilt. Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs.
Oh,
Oh,
little
he's-
empty land. Okay. Oh,
the regrab?
the downer connection. Oh, okay, I thought he was up being. I thought he was taking him to Europe. We used to call that the European Ken combo before during the up B.
That's
I didn't
right.
just randomly say taking Europe.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, because he's from. Oh my God, I didn't even. I just did so
that's-
many layers. I didn't even
Oh
realize.
my god, the commentary meta is evolving.
Before your
Shout out
very
to,
ears.
Shout out to Toe.
Chad, I got to tell you, I promised Chad in the break. I told him if there's a bracket reset, I'm going to do the popcorn.
Okay.
But Zayn's got to step up to the occasion first. And right now, I'm a little bit worried. No jump here.
The edge guarding in both the sets have been so good, right? From Leffen's end, I should say.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Needle also from the ledge.
Oh, the neutral right now. Oh my God.
Oh, dude, the punish game.
Look
He's
at
got
the-
it all.
That, low key, Leffen's down tilt has kind of been the star. It's kind of been the VIP move.
Yeah. Just how low it goes, right? Like Sheik's crouch is a low crouch.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, gets the grab. This could be a lot. Down air is such a nice choice for the pop-up. The extension.
Wow, he is fully spacing around Zayn's ledge options. Ouch! That's a commanding game one. You know, I
man.
do think ultimately, I mean, this matchup, obviously Marth has some strengths and Sheik has some strengths. I think Marth obviously has the range advantage.
Mhm.
But if there's one area where I think Sheik really shines, it's the fact that, like, you know, okay, at 100, Marth gets a grab, Sheik's at 100. It's kind of tricky, right? What do you do off that? On the flip side, Sheik gets a grab and Marth's at 100, that's death.
That's juicy.
It's a forwarder or it's like an up air and up smash. It's
Or up smash,
basically
yeah.
always going to kill. So
And like at the low-ish, not lowish percents, but like 70 or 80, you have to be worried about like up smash as well too.
Exactly.
So it's like it's a scary game to play, and it's really nice to have such nice, solid grab follow-ups.
right, it's like just having those simple confirms when push comes to shove. That's why I think for Marth, like, what Zayn really wants is for these games to be decisive. But when they get really like close and like, you know, it's like anyone's game. I actually think that's where it really starts to become kind of Sheik favorite.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness!
Wow.
Zayn!
Off the backer, I don't even know if I've ever seen that exact, that exact sequence. Oh,
Okay.
Zayn heard you talking about
Yeah,
getting out dash dance.
Yeah,
he took
he's-
that personally.
How dare you, fish? Ooh, they both knew the timing of when the other was gonna go off stage like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ooh, that's going to be up there off the top. Yeah, Yoshi's story especially. It's going to make that low ceiling's going to make it so easy to get those upper kills.
Zain really respecting the ledge options there from Leffen. Just goes right back to center stage and gets an up throw here. What's he got?
But he's able to air dodge the cloud. Really.
I can hear Blur in the side here saying, why didn't he down air?
Yeah. Blur. That's who we need to finish these stocks up.
Yeah.
Just get him to 70 and hand the controller Blur. That combination would be lethal.
That's too much, man. Melee's not ready for that.
Really, really not.
Oh! That's also another thing that I think Sheik really makes the most out of in this particular matchup, and just in general, right? Just how you can re-grab the ledge between like the up Bs and that kind of option as well.
Right.
It's so good at edge guarding Marth.
You can stay basically fully invincible the whole time.
Right.
When you do that perfectly timed Sammy stall. Okay. Oh, Leffen goes out there.
Uh-oh.
I think Leffen might have had a little bit of a read that Zain maybe wanted to go to the cloud.
Yeah.
And that's why he explicitly kind of covered it with the back air.
I agree.
But yeah, Zain was on top of that one. Might be Zain's opportunity to get on the board here. Ouch. Ooh, that could hurt.
Ooh, good DI on the down air. Looks like Leffen maybe also missed his dash, so...
I think so, yeah.
Didn't quite get the follow-up there. See, that... Oh, it missed?
Wow, I was thinking maybe neutral air or something. Whoa!
Oh, okay, everything's... how did that forward smash miss?
Whoa! Leffen with the heads-up play, able to come out of that one on top. And Leffen would love to just go up 2-0 in the set here, but that's a big tipper. Good DI from Leffen. Didn't go too far.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
There
just gets
it is.
the dunk right away. One game apiece. Zain's not going down without a fight, bro.
Definitely not. Definitely got to get on the board right there. It's also been interesting to see from Zain. This feels like the first tournament I've really seen him lean into this Yoshi story counter pick. In the winner set, he went to Yoshi story first on game 3. Lost there. Pretty commandingly, actually. And then had to go to... FD was kind of his second counter pick.
Yeah, he's kind of keeping FD for later parts of the set.
I suppose so, yeah. I mean, and I'm wondering if that's like he actually likes Yoshi's more against Sheik now, or if it's just like a higher sort of risk type of counter pick in a way. That's something Axe actually used to kind of talk about, was kind of his counter pick preferences between, like, for him it would be FD and FO, right? So,
right.
Okay, game 3 here. Dreamland's always going to be rough for him.
Oh!
Wow! Just falling on him.
Actually has not really threatened that particular option, right? Because he's been doing like re-grab off the ledge between like the Sammy stalls or just jumping back and getting it. So
yeah.
Doing that out of nowhere was nice.
Yeah, if anything, if he's wanted to like send a hitbox out there, he's usually been doing that in the form of a needle. Okay. Oh, he went for the reverse forward air.
He was going for everything, man. He was going for it all.
Definitely kind of feeling it right now.
Dude, having the needles when you do the jump off a ledge like that is so nice because you threaten so much space, and the Marth kind of just has to respect it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless you get way in there and punish it. Okay.
That was nice. Pivot tipper off that DIN on the forward throw. Zain needs to find a way. I mean, Leffen has been doing such a good job, like, kind of using his mobility on the platforms to extend a little bit further than Zain's ready for. Wave landing off him with these back airs, needling a little bit further than Zain's able to space.
Ooh, run off forward air. I like it. Not getting the tipper there, but continuing the edge guard potentially. The reversal here.
Damn, Marth's blade really coming inches from Leffen Sheik's face a couple times.
Yeah.
Just the spacing is...
Oh! That was nice.
That might just be... No, okay, lands on the stage. There's the dare. Crimson Blur. Yeah, that's what I would have done. Yep. That's how you do it. Good stuff, Zain. I taught him that.
Okay.
Oh, ouch. And rinse and repeat that.
He's going to do it again. Oh, dude.
Like you said, Fish, that ledge stall is just really rough for Marth. Kind of have to sit there and take it.
Yeah. And the way he's doing like the down air forward air kind of reminds me of like how Falcon would edge guard in that particular position.
The down air really is kind of like a mini stomp.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow, the Canadian crowd returning for Zain a little bit.
Really nice option tech there. Oh, the needle's kind of messing up the timing a little bit, but Zain comes out on top.
Okay.
Oh, man. He combos so well off the up tilt as well.
Absolutely.
Like the quick up airs that Leffen has been doing is so nice off the up tilt. Because that's not an easy conversion to get that particular part.
Definitely not. Yeah, that rising short hop up air. It's really, really cool because, you know, it's funny. The last Sheik player that really talked about that particular option in comboing characters like Marth was actually Kirby Kaze back in the day. The only Sheik that was really using it.
Right.
And I hadn't seen that up air really put to much use after Kirby Kaze retired. Leffen being the one who honestly kind of brought it back into popularity. When he started playing Sheik. So it's cool to see the generations of Sheik in this particular matchup. Leffen taking all the technology he can from
across the ages.
That's right.
Dude, and this is potentially one more game away from Leffen to win this entire tournament right now, Toph.
I don't know if anyone's even like taken a game 5 this tournament yet.
Yeah.
It's been a super commanding bracket for him. Okay, big tipper. Oh, the spacing! Wow!
God. Millimeters away, and a great offset tech there from Leffen. He is not dying. The jump back forward air also was a really nice option. Stops Zain from grabbing the ledge. Oh, he waits for the spot dodge. He knows. He knew.
Yeah, if you're looking for the offset tech off the up B, a lot of the time, you end up holding your C-stick down, so you end up buffering a spot dodge if they don't do anything. So that was actually an offset tech bait.
That's right.
And then the second time, he just went straight for the up B, so he actually mixed them up twice. Okay. The little subtle 50-50s are so cool in these little interactions.
Oh, tries to do like a jump back back air, I think, is usually what Leffen will try in that particular position. To stop Zain from re-grabbing the ledge like that. But it's scary.
Leffen catch him on the way down. Leffen is, oh my god, he's ready for everything. Oh, and the tech is on the top platform.
Oh no, dude. Oh, he's...
Oh, and another one.
Double border, that's just it.
That is an assassination.
Yeah. Leffen.
And this is a solid lead right now. Zain has to make some... Okay.
And all the trades are just going in Leffen's favor as well, right? Like every forward air just hurts so much.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of think to a certain degree that's sort of the matchup, right? Like, I think Marth wants these clean, you know, conversions where there are these long combos, juggling Sheik in the air. When it gets scrappy, when Sheik gets in his face, usually doesn't work out so well for the...
Oh, dude, he's so fast off the ledge! Okay.
Oh.
Zain making it back.
Reverse forward. Ouch, dude.
And again, like you pointed out earlier, those down tilts are just doing so much work from Leffen's end.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he wanted probably to ledge stall. What a bear, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
It's hard to see down there with Pokemon Stadium. It's a big up B for Zain to get. That's like the only way he was going to stay in this game. No, what's going on? The air dodge to the counter.
Oh, not getting the border off. That is a huge combo though for Zain. Oh my God. That was so tricky.
But it's so much closer than it was 10 seconds ago.
Oh, he's not getting the conversions off these huge openings, off the down throw, off the jab.
Leffen's actually okay.
Okay.
Picks that one up. It was starting to look a little ugly, but even with that, I mean, it's a much closer game than it was.
Zain not getting hit by the needles off ledge anymore. Okay, good roll in from Leffen, and the spacing punishing the grab. The mash out.
These players are dialed in right now.
Yeah, they are. Oh my goodness. Okay, going to the ledge. Leffen has been so tricky with how he's recovering.
Really crazy recovery there.
Oh, you can't. Don't grab Zain. Don't shield grab Zain. That's crazy. That's scary.
Yeah, and Zain was at the hair late to cover the roll.
Yeah, couldn't cover that tech chase in, but
up air, but he gets the strong, and I actually think you want the weak hit there so you can combo the weak up air into something.
Yeah, especially at that percent, right? Like way too high. You're not going to get double up air, and one more stock here for Leffen to take this entire tournament. What's Zain going to do? Leffen jumps. That's such a scary jump.
Yeah, that got dicey.
Oh, and you got a Zain chant here? Okay.
Jeez, I thought that was a grab. I thought Leffen Zain. Like backed up past him, but...
He didn't shield grab that time. If you're in the position, he just... Okay.
Oh,
wait a minute, off stage.
God.
Oh, the down tilt? The down air?
Oh, my God.
Oh, one more.
I don't know if he... Does he have a jump?
I think that's it.
No!
That's it, and Leffen wins Battle of BC! With the Sheik.
hard-fought battles, and Zain really taking him to the limit, almost coming back that last game.
Yeah.
But Leffen too ready for everything.
The edge guarding was so brilliant, right? Like, ready for all the techs, ready for tech back air. Oh, man.
Honestly, Leffen this tournament, one of the most, like, complete showings I think we've seen of a player. He was just ready for everything. He had Amsa in his pack. He had Hungry Box, and then Zain. Obviously, there were a spacing matchup they had to play too, where he double four-stock Sora.
Yeah.
Showing an incredible amount of dominance over so many different types of matchups, and no one really taking him that close. Probably Zain.
Zain was like
the closest,
yeah.
but even then, I mean, 3-1.
Yeah, even the H-box set was so decisive, right? Like ending with the four-stock, crazy.
Actually, some of the most four-stocks
in one tournament by one player against like top level players, dude.
Across different matchups. It's kind of wild. What a beast.
With two different characters, too. I can't understand how impressive that is, being having to switch characters like that for such high-level players. That's wild. He's nuts.
And I think what's really cool about, you know, kind of seeing Leffen at this tournament, seeing him in the in kind of the player room, listening to his sort of philosophies and stuff. It's kind of interesting with Leffen because I think when you, I'll just say, you know, when you look at his tweets and stuff like that, when you kind of see his online persona, sometimes he's complaining about this or that. Okay, you know, or whatever. But like, you know, he was saying some really I think meaningful stuff in the player room where he was kind of talking up another player who had basically been knocked out of the bracket. He was saying, you know, the thing about it is, at the end of the day, you're gonna have your successes and your failures if you're dedicated as a competitor, right? And you can't let what people are saying get to your head too hard. Whether it's the people, you know, roasting you because you choked a set or something.
Right.
Or even the people talking you up. Even when the success comes. You don't want to like let it get to your head because at the end of the day, you got to keep on going as a competitor. There's going to be more tournaments, there's going to be more events. You're going to have more ups and downs if you're really in it to win it. You know,
it really is about like your sense of self, right? And you don't want like your sense of self, your self-worth to be determined by other people.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what that idea is centered around, right?
Yeah.
Like positive or negative.
Exactly.
You have to have like a real strong sense of self to be a strong competitor like that, man. That's insane.
Right. It's got to be, you know, we talk about intrinsic versus extrinsic, right? And I really think that like, it's funny because I was like, dude, this is some really good stuff. I almost wish I was like, you should tweet stuff like this. But anyway.
And also like he was also talking about like other ways you could optimize your gameplay. Like he was talking about like nutrition in particular. He was telling me about how like Magnus Carlsen, you know, like top players, they tend to have like good food throughout the tournament, right? I know that's like a very basic idea, but it feels like he's trying to get all these like facets of competition.
Right, it's like a holistic level of mastery.
Yeah, like getting all of the stuff outside of the game correct so that you can perform in-game really well, right? And he's like following the diets of like top competitors of other games. You know, he was
sports,
just thinking, yeah, so it's just really solid. He had like a whole spiel about why you should have sugar because it turns out that while your brain is doing this kind of like high-level work, you're using tons and tons of sugar,
of
right?
Glucose,
Yeah, and like people tend to drink a lot of orange juice, so he's just been doing a lot of that kind of stuff. You know, I won't get too much more into it, but
it's cool to see.
It's cool to see, right?
I mean, to be honest with you, that's also something that I think actually Zain also epitomizes really well.
Yeah,
I think Zain is another type of player who, you know, you look at like even the way he takes care of himself, like with his like fitness. You know, he had kind of his hand issues a while back, so he actually like really, you know, he brings his like kind of his physical, his PT equipment
he's got the pillow too,
and he does like exercises, stretches. He's got the pillow.
I think that's also been a lot more common in modern era Melee.
Agreed.
Right? Like the players are really taking it seriously. If you go back like 10 years ago,
right,
you look at the habits of players.
You look at it's so funny. Remember because that was the meme. You know, years ago the meme was like Melee players, they all break their hands. When you really think about it, actually, there's been a lot less complaining about like handhelds and stuff lately because people are taking care of themselves better. I think the competitors, the field it's just gotten a lot more mature.
Yeah.
And that's I think why right now is one of the coolest times to be into Super Smash Bros. Melee, just competitively speaking. It's just a game where, you know, I think people take it really seriously in a really cool, healthy way.
Right.
And, yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you guys enjoy Battle of BC watching the stream, shout-outs to all you guys. I can't pot friend because there wasn't a bracket reset. I'm so sorry. Maybe at the next tournament or maybe on my stream tomorrow when I get back, roughly 4 p.m. Pacific time. I've got some behind-the-scenes stories from Battle of BC. I've got more, you know, if you liked us talking, you know, come by my stream tomorrow, TOPBQ on Twitch. But
are we doing an interview with Leffen?
We got a quick interview we're going to do with the winner. With the champ.
You want to do it?
I'm down.
Okay. But before I go, I just wanted to just say exclamation point fundraiser again. If there's, if you have any extra money or anything like that, Chillin did suffer a stroke last week.
Yeah.
He's in the hospital, needs open heart surgery. Please donate if you can. Help out the cause however you can. I think Brandon will be doing a fundraiser tournament at some point.
Yeah.
Date to be determined at some point. But yeah, if you can, exclamation point fundraiser, we'd really appreciate it. And thank you for watching us. Thank you, Toph. Appreciate everything you've done.
Likewise,
Yeah.
Vish. This was a really good time.
Yeah.
By the way, for people wondering, we did not coordinate these outfits. We both just showed up like this.
That's right.
Although I was thinking of Vish when I packed this shirt. So
I was thinking of you when I wore this jacket. All right. I'm gonna hop off and let Leffen hop here. Thank you so much for joining us. Peace.
Congratulations, Leffen.
Thank you.
How are you feeling, first and foremost?
Oh, dude, I played so well. And I don't think Zain played bad either. So I was really happy about it. I felt like in the winner set, it was like I played well, but then Zain started crumbling. But I felt like every moment, Zain just kept bringing it back. Like, he never crumbled
Dude,
at any point.
You were up so much on Stadium, and he evened it up. And that one interaction where you whiffed like a couple forward errors,
Dude, there were some crazy interactions there. There was some interaction. I'm like, what the hell? Like, my boost grab all the way to the corner.
And he super last pixeled it. Yeah.
No, it was like an anime moment where he was like, I'm still in this, and I told myself in my head, right, like, I have to earn it. I haven't won yet. I still have to win the game and earn it by outplaying him. No, but yeah, I'm super happy. Going into this event, I made some pre-johns. I literally could not play Melee since Summit because I didn't have a controller. But there's a thing that I've always been saying is that I set a rule for myself. I'm always gonna try to win and do everything I can, even if my conditions before the set or before the tournament aren't perfect. I'm just that guy. I'm gonna try hard, even if my chances are 5%.
Dude.
And so this event was just well, I didn't have the best preparation. I got my controller on Friday, or Thursday, 2 a.m. So technically Friday. But it was just well, this time, even though I prepared bad, prepared worse, this time I played well. And at Summit, I prepared perfectly, and I didn't play like shit last day. But that's just what happens, I think. And yeah, I'm really happy it paid off.
You were, I thought it was really cool getting to hear some of your insights in the player room.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I forget who you were talking to, but you mentioned that story about it was Kirby Kaze and Hungrybox.
Oh, yeah.
With the 5, you just reminded me that with the 5%.
Yeah, it was I accidentally gave advice to Kirby Kaze at Apex 2012 that I later has as my thing, right? Which is that 5% thing that Kirby Kaze was oh, I don't think I can win beating against H-Box. And I'm no, you probably have a 5% chance, but that 5% is the 5% where you believe and try your best, assuming you have a chance, not where you kind of it doesn't matter, I probably lose. It's you're fucking raging, you're no, I gotta win. You try everything. And even then you might still have a really bad chance of winning, but making sure that you take it from 0 to 5 and increase as much as you possibly can. That's what I try to do with my mentality that I can't guarantee you win every set. Against an opponent like Zain, I can't guarantee that I'm going to play well enough to beat, who's currently the best player in the world. So I have to be well, I'm going to do everything I can. And, I couldn't control some of the stuff with the control and stuff like that. I do what I can, and then, I just got to have fun with it.
That's amazing. And then you feel so much better, too, because even if you lose, you could say to yourself, well, I did it. I did all I could.
It sucks because sometimes it feels like that's happened at Summit, right? Where I felt like I did everything well. I was playing well the entire weekend, and then, things happened the last day, and I just played really badly. Where you do everything you can, and you still lose, and I lost really badly a lot. I played terrible. Then it can feel super hopeless. Oh my god, my region is bad. All these things come up, all these doubts. Because even if I do everything, it's not enough. But it's a standard sports. You gotta trust the process. You're not gonna get, all the hard work I put in all the time doesn't always pay off instantly. It might pay off eventually. you know, like Zain was the best during COVID, but he didn't win that many majors, and some people didn't care about him, you know, winning online tournaments. But the work he put in there is the reason why he's so consistent now. And so, like, I really do think that you just gotta work really hard, and like the results will come eventually. And in a double elimination bracket format, like, you know, I could have run into Moki. Moki was beating my ass in friendlies and just lost. But who knows, right? Like, you just gotta take. There's always some luck involved in every single bracket because it's just 2 matches you get to lose. But you know, over a span of tournaments, there's very little luck involved because. You know, just the sample size increases.
The better players are going to rise to the top. And obviously Melee, a game where I would say the better player usually wins.
Yeah. Melee's a game where it's very, very fair. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Strive, and that's a game where, like, you know, the better player should win. but sometimes
sure
Ramlethal, you know, just...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, but that's actually been a big, like... Melee's my safe space in this regard, where, like, in Strive, right, like, I won EVO, I won a lot of online tournaments, I felt like I was the best player in the world, and then a patch happened, and like only my character got super nerfed. I'm like, well, I don't have motivation to practice anymore, you know, like, and then I picked up a new character, and now there's a new patch, and we're like, we don't know. My character's bugged now, he doesn't work. And so it's really nice to have that freshness where, like, in Melee, if you get stuck, you have nowhere to go. Like, there's nothing coming, there's no help.
Right.
You just gotta get through it. But with Strive, you know, there's gonna be patches, there's gonna be new characters, like, oh, maybe the next character is my character, or you know, stuff like that. Your
lost soul and Happy Chaos comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But then there's also the whole thing of, like, when I play Melee, I know what my character is. I know I'm not playing any terrible matchups. I know that I have a good chance. Like, the better player's gonna win, you know, almost all the time. So yeah, it's been really nice. But yeah, shout outs to everyone that I've been practicing with. I've been practicing a lot of Strive recently with all the boys.
Yeah.
The lads.
The lads.
Peoples.
I'm gonna get back into it.
No, it's really fun.
Great, that's
just
a fun
like,
game.
The netcode is so good that I can play, like, Americans all the time.
That's awesome.
So we just grind all day, like, sit in Discord. Feels like a local where it's like 12 people on a Discord call, everyone's running a set. Everyone's Discord streaming to each other. It's super sick.
We gotta get that going in Melee. We gotta get that going in Melee.
Yeah, no, I really want to do that more. Like, I want to play Zain and Cody and all these people more. I just hadn't had the time, but we're trying to set up, like, sessions way more often because, you know, it's just more entertaining to watch too, and the Melee will be even better.
Definitely.
And, like, you know, me and Zain, we don't hide stuff. Like, we warmed up for each other with each other, like, an hour straight today because we couldn't find practice.
Right.
So I think whatever you saw there, it's just the beginning. I think.
That was sick. What's you know what your next events are? Kind of what your plans are?
I do have to kind of see how drained I am. Like,
yeah, sure.
It's been a lot with the puppy. Shout out to Toto. Shout out to Jenny for taking care of Toto all the time when I travel. But I'll probably go to CEO. I'm not taking Melee as my #1 priority. I'll probably enter Melee and see how I feel.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna prioritize Strive there because it's a new patch and it's really fun.
It's also a fighting game.
It is bigger, but it is a peta circuit. So
yeah, that's
go
true.
in there and get some points.
Get some points.
Will be fun. I have to skip Gommel, prior arrangements, and then I might go to Double Down, or maybe I'll skip either CEO or Double Down. But right now, I think I'm going to CEO.
Makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's so many tournaments. I'm going to like
4 weekends in a row.
Yeah, I'm going to so many tournaments this year too. Like, people gave me shit for not going to tournaments, but I'm like, because we got the puppy early. But I looked at the entire year. And I kind of knew, I heard rumors about some of the circuits, stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm like, December's going to be this main stage, this Panda Circuit, the Smash World Tour. There's so many events. I'm like, well, we got to do it now. Like,
right.
We cannot wait. Like, Genesis is a huge tournament. But, like, in the end, right now, it's not probably the biggest tournament of the year.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's kind of isolated. Like, it's usually Genesis, and then you got a bit of a break.
Yeah.
So it's a good
I
time.
went to Pound the weekend after.
That's true. That's very true. Well, this was awesome to see.
Yeah.
I mean, again, just like just an awesome performance. Also, just the fact that I was talking with Vish, you had to play well in a lot of different matchups. Because you had the Saurus, you had Amsa, Hungry Box.
I'm really happy that, like, I beat, the players that got top 4.
Right.
Like, I didn't get to beat J-Mook. That was the one I really wanted revenge on. But, no, I'm really happy, like, that it wasn't just me getting, like, my best matchup H-Box out of the top players twice in a row. Or, like, I got, like, someone, a big upset. It was, like, it felt a little bit of, the old me, like, the Gommel, where I beat the best players, like very solidly, no doubt about it, all in a row, different matchups. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. And this is the first tournament I won with Sheik too.
That's tight.
Like,
That's tight.
The secondary.
Damn, Big Left said, Lord help me is back to the old me. All right, man. Well, congratulations
Thank
again. Enjoy your beautiful Battle of BC trophy, and it's good to have you back on
Thank you.
top and in form. This has been sick, and we'll be seeing more of you.
Yeah,
All right.
lots more melee to play. I'll see you
That's
guys
right.
later.
And for me, this has been a wonderful top 8. Thank you again. Shout outs to everybody involved in the production. Shout outs to Deer and the rest of the team at Gallant.